Thank you for joining the ReachOut webinar. My name is Yury Glikman. I'm the coordinator of the ReachOut project. And today I will tell you a bit about the project, about our services, and as well I will speak a bit more about the beta testers incentives, how to attract beta testers to participate, what can you as a project do in this direction. But first, let us talk about the project. So ReachOut, it's a support action project started in 2019 in January, where 3 partners are contributing. So Fraunhofer, OW2, which is a big open source community, and Yury, which is an IT company in France. And Fraunhofer is a research institution in Germany. We are working together to support research projects and to help them to basically to make a step towards to a market with help of organizing beta testing campaigns. So as most of you, as I understand, are participants of European research projects, and you know what is a significant gap between the results of such projects and what market usually expects from the product providers. And we are trying to help to projects to take a step in the direction of making a product from the research project outcomes. So here on this slide, you see what we call the delivery challenge, because there is a big set of attributes and characteristics of the product which are expected by the customer, but usually they are not really provided by a research project, because the focus in research project is something different. It's more about making prototypes, evaluating concepts, defining use cases, implementing demonstrators, but at the end you don't have all these attributes. And our approach in this direction is to do a beta testing. And beta testing, it's a very important step for every software which wants to become a product. So the alpha version of software is usually implemented to test it internally, so it's a kind of first prototype. But when software goes to beta stage, it's already something what can be shown to someone who is external to a project and who can give a very valuable feedback. And this is a natural step in software development process, and it's very important, we think, for every research project developing software, also to organize beta testing campaigns. Usually in such campaigns, you release your software only to limited audience, or it depends, of course, from your preferences, to get this feedback, and it gives you also opportunity to win first customers and to get their opinion about what have you done, what can be improved, what is actually your competition. And probably you and your project had already such experience, but you always learn something new from the people which are coming from outside of your consortium. So what are the main benefits? First of all, it helps to align expectations of the people outside of a project, potential customers, with what you are actually delivering. Because you may design a very interesting prototype and you think it's great, but it's when you have very limited number of people in your consortium, it's difficult to think about all options, about everything what is needed. You may not know about certain competition which already exists, and such additional information which could come from externals is very valuable. Beta testing requires certain preparation work. So you need to undergo a full cycle of internal system and usability testing before you show your software to someone else. Your software should be documented, it should work, And it should work not only for developers which implemented them, but as well it should work for external people which don't know, let's say, kind of secrets and special tricks of people which developed it. So it's kind of also quality check. And apart from this quality check, it requires from you to go through the installation process yourself and be sure what someone external will manage to install it or run it. And already by proving that for yourself and for your team, you will already find some bugs and improve the quality of your software. And additionally, of course, it enforces product attributes, because for the external user will need some information about what your software is, what it does, how to use it, how to start working with it. So you need to prepare such materials which are required anyway. But here you will be thinking really about someone external who does not know the context and was not working several years in your project. And it's, of course, early stage exploitation opportunities. You have a chance to win potential customer, maybe, who will be interested to follow your project and maybe work with you after the end of your project, or maybe use the product, or at least you will give some signs from these beta testers about who is your competition, and maybe someone is doing the same already better. So it will give you opportunity maybe to take some adjustments in your project and address these issues and improve again the quality of what you are delivering. So, so why a beta testing campaign in a research project? So it's an important milestone. It's basically a moment when your project achieved this milestone, when you can say, okay, I have something, what is the value for someone outside of my consortium? So, and this is a very important milestone when you can start your dissemination, exploitation. Of course, you need to start it early, but especially at this stage, it's very important that you do it, because you can win your early adopters, and you can show what is actually a market value from what you are doing. So we recommend to all projects developing software or IT systems to go through beta testing, because this will improve the quality and the outcomes of their results. So it's very important. In ReachOut, we defined a methodology how to organize such a beta testing campaigns. And we defined it, described it in a dedicated white paper, which you can find on our website. I will show you where to find it. Explaining what you need to do in order to prepare all your successful beta testing campaign. So you need to have a dedicated person responsible for organization of such campaign. We call it campaign manager. You should package your software. You need to prepare it, define test scenario. You need to define a questionnaire which will be used to get feedback from beta testers. You need to prepare description of your beta testing campaign. Maybe some informational materials like leaflets and so on. You need some documentation, you need some tutorials. You need to have a scenario which beta testers are going to follow. And of course, you need beta testers. You need to promote your project. We will support you on promoting your beta testing campaigns. We will help you to find such people which are potentially interested to test your software. And in our methodology, we also provide a dedicated campaign dashboard and some reporting which you can use to analyze the results of beta testing campaign, and feedback which you will be collecting from the beta testers. We want to make all this complex process for you as simple as possible. This is why we prepared a lot of informational materials. So all different templates which you need, and different recommendations about how to do all of these steps you can find on our webpage. So it's about how to define a campaign manager homepage, campaign page, where we have a better documentation template, how this better documentation should look like. We have a draft questionnaire, which is adjustable, and you can, for collecting feedback. And we are using a tool called Lime Survey, and we provide very advanced and quite big, by way, questionnaire, which you can adjust as you wish. So this questionnaire is adjustable according to your needs. It's just template for you, so you can have ideas what you can ask your beta testers to. And at the same time, you can decide to make this questionnaire longer, shorter, or dedicated to a certain topic. So it's up to the campaign manager to define all this stuff. And we have also a reporting package, which we are provide. So this report will be generated from the questionnaire. And we also provide some templates for communication with beta testers, like for finding them. So we have some pre-written emails and some communication materials, and we provide as well some fine print, like some non-disclosure agreement on some consent or GDPR compliance. So depending from your concrete situation, you can use some of them, adjust them according to your needs. And we hope that all these materials will help you and save your time. So a campaign manager has its own space in our platform, where after registration, this campaign manager can manage the beta testing campaigns. So every campaign manager can define not one, but so many campaigns as needed. And from this homepage of a campaign manager, he or she can access the questionnaires, can access description of the campaigns, can adjust them according to the needs, and maybe some plans are changing. Some campaigns, the time of campaigns can be extended, or maybe someone can make them shorter. So there is a working space for campaign manager. And we are providing the campaign web page template. And at this web page, you can describe, basically provide description of a beta testing campaign. So on the left side of a slide, you can see such a description. So it contains the project description, logo and website, description of a campaign, registration of testers, requirements for participating in the beta testing. So what kind of testers you are expecting, and download and documentation links, as well as the key dates when the campaign starts and when it ends, basically. And all this information is needed to be provided by the campaign manager at the time of the registration of a campaign, and later it can be changed. So after this information is provided, campaign manager can activate the campaign. Now first just to save it. And after activation and activation of the questionnaire, the campaign goes online and will be visible to external visitors of our platform if the starting date of the campaign is already in the past. Like if I activate it today as a starting date, when it will be visible, but if I activate starting date tomorrow, define starting date tomorrow as tomorrow, when it will be visible only from tomorrow. Yeah, for campaign managers, we provide additional monitoring, a special monitoring tool with 24 important checkpoints for assessment of the success of a beta testing campaigns. So it's kind of overview and reminder to the campaign manager what should be remembered, what should be addressed. And it's a very nice visual synthesis, and it helps for reporting to report the status of a campaign, so it can be used also internally in the project, or maybe in communication with for example, project reviews about what have been done. So it's a nice tool for a project to be used. A project or beta testing campaigns takes of course some time and requires certain preparation work. So it's usually in total about 5 months, maybe, so 3-5 months. So usually you need to spend 1-2 months to prepare your software for beta testing. So it means you need to have it, let's say, ready. It means it needs to be of certain level of quality and work. You need to put it so someone could online, so someone could download it or maybe run it if it's kind of software as a service. You need to define your testing plan. You need to prepare documentation. You need to prepare all the materials which are needed. You need to build a contact list. You need to find your beta testers, and we will talk a bit later about what is important for finding them. And so this is a preparational stage, which may take 1-2 months. But if you are taking your project serious, actually most of these steps you need to do anyway. So if you want to go beyond of a one-time demonstrator, which you show at the time of review of your project, then you need always a good documentation, you need communication materials, and actually it's nice to have also a certain testing scenario for newcomers, for first users, so they could understand what your software is about. So it's useful anyway. So, and we think it's very good exercise, independent from if you're organizing beta testing campaign or not, but you need to have all these materials actually. But if you want to run a beta testing campaign, you need to have a beta testers. And it's important question how to get such testers on board. So in our case, we are a small support action project, so we don't have a budget which would allow us to test your software ourselves. We can offer maybe just from one of us to have a look on your software and provide a feedback, but maybe you actually need another profile of beta tester, and maybe we don't have such profile in our consortium. What we established an initiative for the project participating in ReachOut initiative to support each other. We have an agreement, but when project join our initiative, we also agree to support other projects. And this is what we organize. So each project provides 2 free beta testers for our projects. And when these beta testers let's say match their requested profile, we contact them, we invite them to do this beta testing, and we are coordinating with, let's say, ReachOut community, I would call it, to support your beta testing campaign. Of course, it's not probably enough. It would be nice to have more beta testers. In that case, you need also to pay attention and search for such beta testers. We will support you on that through our communication work, and apart from this communication work, we also are going to organize a so-called Hall of Fame, where beta testers will be listed, the best beta testers. We want to pay them respect, because usually these people are not paid, and in our initiative, beta testers are not receiving any money. So we're using their free time to test the software because we're interested to learn more about certain topic or certain new things. And there are different ways how to attract them. So of course, it's first one, it's about reputation. So such a Hall of Fame could be very interesting for some young developers, for students, and we recommend you as well to pay, let's say, them respect, and maybe write something about them on your website, as we will do on our own. And some projects also we produce some communication materials, some goodies. So you could also promise to best beta testers certain goodies from your project. Maybe it could be a t-shirt with the logo of your project or something. So this could be also kind of interest for some younger people and beta testers interested in the topic and in your project to participate. So this is important. So in general, these are two directions. First of all, it's about reputation, and also to supporting them with something interesting what your project can offer. Yeah, maybe you also organize certain workshops somewhere. We hope that at some time after Corona, you will have face-to-face meetings. You could invite also some of these beta testers to participate in your project meetings and maybe pay their trip. So after you did all preparation work, it's you basically organize the support actions. You invite them, and your beta testing campaign runs for several months. You are collecting the results, and after that you need maybe 1 month to collect all these results and analyze them. Our system will generate a nice report which you can analyze and summarize, and will get in touch with beta testers. By default, in our case, all participants are anonymous, but in the questionnaire, they can write their contact details if they are interested to participate in a lottery, for example, or be mentioned in this Hall of Fame. So depending how you also define your questionnaire, you can ask them to provide certain contact address, but by default, it's they are all anonymous. Yeah, and first thing for you is to start working with ReachOut platform. So you can find it under this address, ReachOut Project U. It's very user-friendly platform where you can register. It takes maybe 5 minutes to register. And after you register, you can start working on describing your, maybe already your beta test scenario and your beta testing campaign. But better come in touch with us, and we will support you in defining your beta testing campaigns, and we will organize a dedicated workshop, a meeting, where we will present you everything in details. We will answer your questions. We will show you maybe best practice examples from other projects, and we will help you as good as we can with all these activities. Yeah. So don't hesitate to come and register, and especially don't hesitate to contact us. So this is our platform, ReachOut Project U. And here, as a project leader or campaign manager, you can quickly register and just providing of your name, your address, from which country you are, and your credentials. After that, you will receive an email which you will confirm, and you will be able to access the platform. Yeah. I will show you more on our website. What do we have here? So here we have a lot of informational materials. So first of all, you can find here information about what our project is about our methodology. So you can go here. Here there is a nice presentation, PowerPoint presentations, which I showed you more or less, and a white paper explaining the methodology in detail. And here we have a collection of our tools and templates for different topics, in particular as well about beta tester incentives. So for example, here we have some recommendations about how to attract beta testers. We have a set of tutorials which are more or less are recorded webinars. Mostly they explain how the platform works, how to register in the platform, how to define on campaign, and they go also in deep on some additional questions. And here you can see the schedule of our coming webinars. So You're also very welcome to attend my next webinars and ask your questions if you have any. And here in the section of fine print, you can find fine print content, which you can very welcome to use. And here you have some information from our project, our documents, deliverables. If you're interested how we built this software, you also can download it. It's open source. So you are very welcome to contact us and use the ReachOut platform. Thank you.